let's get into happier news here, though, guys. We have a pretty interesting move here that happened. The Giants hired Matt Stafford's brother-in-law. With all the rumors circulating about Matt Stafford, which I'm not here to say they're true. Let me be very frank on that. I wouldn't mind it, depending on what it takes to get him. That's the caveat there, depending on what it takes to get him. I'm not giving up a first-round pick for him. But if we can get Matt Stafford, we could do a lot worse. But we hired his brother-in-law, which has everybody talking about it. So Chad Hall, he's been hired as the Giants' assistant quarterback coach. Last 2 seasons he spent as the Jaguars wide receiver coach. He spent the years before that, 19 to 22, as the Bills wide receiver coach, and was the Bills offensive assistant 17 and 18. He played for 4 teams in the NFL from 2010 to 2014. And again, people are they're tying these things together like they're reading tea leaves going, ooh, look at this. The Giants hired Stafford's brother. They must want Stafford. Well, first off, of course they want Stafford. Doesn't mean they're going to get Stafford. Now, people are forgetting. What big name coach left the Bills in 22? Brian Daboll. So, yeah. Now, he did do the 22 season without Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll was there for multiple years with Chad Hall. Joe Schoen was there multiple years with Chad Hall. And to sit there and say that the Giants hired an assistant quarterback coach merely to ploy his brother-in-law to come here is point blank extremely disrespectful to the time Chad Hall has put in as an actual legit NFL coach. Like, this wasn't some guy they hired off the streets that has no resume whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you can sit there and say, oh, well, you know, he's never been an assistant quarterback coach before. That's valid. But on the hierarchy, he was a positional coach, and he's dropping down to an assistant position coach. This is actually a step down for him. So, yeah, it's kind of crazy. And people are also assuming they have a good relationship. Who knows? He may be like, I don't want to work my brother-in-law. Not every family member loves spending that much time with family members.
He's like, I'm going to have to see my sister all this time? Screw that.
Yeah, I could imagine that kind of scenario. Like, that could be an issue. I mean, imagine like if you had to work, like, let's say hypothetically, 3 nights a week with your cousin-in-law.
Oh God, just sounds terrible.
For those who don't know, Rob and I are cousin-in-laws, if that's a thing. Is that an actual term? I don't know. I don't know if that's a term. It's cousin-in-law. Like,
I mean, I guess technically it is. But...
I don't know. Anyway, I just find it funny people just assume that this is why this thing is made. And, you know, all the rumors are coming around like crazy. Ooh, what would it take to get Stafford and Kupp? Guys, we're not getting Stafford and Kupp in a trade. Like, there's no trade scenario where that makes sense. First off, Cooper Kupp will be cut by the Rams. I'm telling you that right now. Mark my words. Cooper Kupp makes way too much money. No one's taking on that contract. They will cut him. They will trade Stafford if they can. He's got value. Cooper Kupp does not. No one wants to pay $20 million to a guy who gets 700 yards a season and is injured for 3 or 4 games a year.
Pretty much.
Not trying to be rude about it. Just calling it like it is. You know, like I said, I think that people are just, and it's a sad statement that we're so desperate for something that's perceived as good news that people are like, ooh, look at this. We signed Stafford's brother-in-law. That must mean Stafford's coming and Cooper Kupp is coming with him. I heard Marshall Faulk said to come out of retirement as well and come play. You know, it's like, stop, guys. Be patient. I know it's not easy at this point. We've been very patient with this franchise. Be patient. Let's see what happens.
Bundy's coming out of retirement.
Yeah, Polkai.
4 touchdowns, Polkai. Win the game.
Let's just see what happens this offseason. It beats us just driving ourselves nuts, hoping for every possible scenario. We have no clue what's going to happen, folks. For all I know, I am wrong, and Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford are coming. I doubt it.
I mean, you were just wrong about the Super Bowl.
I was very wrong about the Super Bowl. Let's be very clear about that. I was very wrong. I don't hide it. It's okay. I will wear my faults on my sleeves. It's okay.
I was about to say, you got a giant goose egg about all your predictions. At least I got the over.
I told you I was the Detroit Lions of football picks because I beat you in the regular season and you whooped my butt in the postseason. But I still won overall. I still did win overall. So
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.